Oh, my brain is fried. Why is my brain fried? Oh, it's only 2 in the afternoon.
Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and today I am going to be doing some prepping for Camp NaNoWriMo. As some of you may know, camp starts in April. It starts April 1st, and NaNoWriMo does 2 camps during the year. They do both April and July. I plan on participating in both this year, and so I am prepping for that process. So today is Monday, March 15th, so we are just about halfway through the month, and I've got another couple weeks left to get everything set up, so then on April 1st I can just start working on my project. Now, if some of you have been following me on Instagram for a while, or have checked out my Instagram account since watching me on here, you may be aware that I have now participated several times in Camp NaNoWriMo and in NaNoWriMo. And all of the time I've been working on the same project. In fact, I've been working on this project for years. I'm actually going to turn you guys a little bit because I'm realizing the lighting is quite bizarre. And I originally had this set up so that I could just, there we go, that might be, I think that's better. That's much better lighting, right? Like, okay. So I've participated in Camp NaNoWriMo. I've participated in NaNoWriMo, and I've used the same project for each time that I have been participating. So I have been working on this work in progress for a number of years at this point. I think I first came up with the idea for it back in, like, I want to say 2012, and you know, it's 2021, so we're talking almost a decade that the first inkling of this book idea, this trilogy idea, came to me, and it has changed a lot since the very beginning. I've changed a lot as a writer, so things are very different than what they were when I was originally just doing and writing pieces from it, trying to build characters, adding characters, removing characters, adding plots, removing plots, all of that kind of stuff. Long-winded explanation to say that I just have not written it. It's really what it comes down to. I haven't written it, and I haven't even written a full first draft. I've started a first draft several times. So, I have just decided I need to do it. I need to get it done. And I don't mean in the sense that, like, oh, just hurry up and write, but kind of, because I think too much. I think way too much. And then that causes me to change. And it's like, I worry about how it is going to be as an end result before I've even started writing. And you can't do that. You can't edit something that doesn't exist. So, getting back to this video and what I'm attempting to do, I am breaking out all of my previous writing notes and tools and outlines, and I'm going to be going back over all of the stuff that I have prepped in the past so I can adapt it and make it work for what I'm doing now. And the hope is, I'm going to not say the hope. What I am doing is taking the next 2 weeks and really hammering out a outlining game plan for how I want to tackle writing the first draft in April. This is all just going to be kind of a montage / vlog of prep over the next 2 weeks, and I will hopefully be getting this video up the first week of April. I plan on doing weekly vlogs during Camp Nano. I'm not sure how they'll turn out. I'm really not. I don't know if they'll be boring. I don't know if they'll be fun. I don't know if they'll be incredibly stressful. I don't even know if they're definitely going to come out once a week. They might be every other week. It just depends. Because, again, my time shifts. I never know when I'm going to have free time to go ahead and film. I never know when I'm going to have time to edit. So, yeah, we're just going to roll with it.
Hey there. I just wanted to pop in and catch you guys up on a few things. I believe the last time I had filmed was Monday, March 15th. It is actually now Thursday, March 25th, so it's been 10 days since I had filmed with you guys. A lot has happened in the last 10 days. It's hard to believe it's only been 10 days. Unfortunately, we had a family emergency actually on the 15th, or I'm sorry, not the 15th, St. Patty's Day. We had a family emergency on St. Patty's Day, which was 2 days after I had filmed, and we had to put everything aside, everything that I was working on, everything that my husband was working on, kind of had to get set aside. We're fine, we're okay, everybody's healthy and doing well, but we did have an emergency, and we kind of had to set a lot of things to the side. So I haven't actually been working on my work in progress since the 17th. And I didn't film that day at all. I had plans to, but again, things happened, so that did not occur. Today is the first day that I'm actually able to sit back down and work on anything since then. And as you know, we are creeping closer and closer to Camp Nano. With this being the 25th of the month, I mean, we've got, what, 6 days left? 5 days? How many days are there in March? Are there 31? Are there 31 days in March? I don't know. I feel like I gotta go look at my calendar. Anyway, we're really, really close to Camp Nano starting. And I, feel as prepared as I possibly could be, I guess. I don't know. I'm still going through my beat cards. I'm using my Save the Cat Writes a Novel to help me go through the beats of the novel and break that down, and so I'm creating an outline out of that. As I had talked to you guys before, I was taking my previous outlines and my previous beat cards and completely reworking the plot of the story. So I've gotten through Act 1 and about half of Act 2. So that's moving along great. Today what I'm going to do, because I don't have a whole lot of time to work, is I'm going to be taking my index cards for my my beats, and I'm going to be adding elements from them into my campfire document so that I can get the timelines up to date in here and start building the character arcs for my characters, because I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Campfire, but the way that your character arc shows up in the application is after you have added a character to your timeline and they have events that they are part of, then you'll see the overall arc of your character. So, and then you can adjust things in that character arc Dropbox. So I'm working on that, and that's my plan for like the next hour, we'll say, is that I'm going to be working on that stuff. Without further ado, I'm going to dive back into my campfire document and update some things in here, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Guys, I'm just checking back in. I finished up with working on Campfire today. I have now implemented all of Act 1's beats into my timeline for my story, and I've added notes and characters that are involved and locations that are involved, so they're pretty detailed now at this point. So when I do start writing the first draft next month, if I get stuck during one of these beats, I can just open up Campfire, open up that particular point on the timeline, and look at the details that I have put in there so that I could, hopefully pick back up from where I got stuck and know where I'm supposed to be heading from there. So it's definitely looking good. I want to apologize because you're probably going to hear some construction in the background. They're out there working on the road today, so I'm sorry if you hear like rumbly noises or anything back there. Anyway, things are coming together really, really well. It's now 3 o'clock. 3:17. I think I started like 2 o'clock today, so a little over an hour worth of work, which was good. I'm feeling very confident and pretty well put together. I think my goal for tomorrow is going to be to finish up writing the beats for Act 2 so that at the beginning of next week I can go ahead and get that all plugged in to Campfire and then finish Act 3 and get that plugged in so that hopefully by Thursday I can just start writing the first draft with Camp Nano. Yay! So anyway, that's my check-in for today. I will update you guys again tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, and welcome back, I guess. The last time you had seen me was a few days ago. It is now Tuesday, March 30th, and it's about 4 p.m.-ish. I haven't looked at a clock recently. And I'm now picking back up with my beat cards and finishing up Act 2. That is my goal for the next hour, is to finish filling in the gaps in Act 2 so that I will have that to then plug into my campfire document tomorrow morning, and hopefully be able to spend some time tomorrow working on Act 3 in my beats and then add that into my campfire document sometime tomorrow afternoon. Those are my goals because we are less than 2 days away from Camp Nano starting. Yay! I'm excited. Also feeling a little bit of the pressure because even though this is writing and such, it should be fun. It should be fun. I still am putting stress on myself because I want to meet certain goals at certain points. So working towards it, got a little ways to go, like I said, but I'm doing it differently this time around. I don't need to have every single detail planned out. I've got to take a step back from that. It's okay to have a light outline, and it's okay to put things into the draft that aren't going to be used, that'll be cut out, or that I'll have to change, or I'll have to do more research on and change eventually, or, you know, expand upon. That's okay. That's totally okay. And I'm learning to accept that. I'm learning to be okay with that. I'm gonna get started again working on my beat cards, and we'll do a nice little time lapse that you guys will be able to experience. Yay! And I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, I'm checking back in. It is, I don't know, probably like 5:45, something like that. And God, this light is terrible. I have such bags under my eyes. Anyway, I'm checking back in. I've been cooking. I'm still cooking dinner. I didn't get too much farther. I realized, of course, as I started, that I actually hadn't made it quite to the midpoint yet in my beat cards, and had to continue building up to the midpoint and then wrote the midpoint. So I'm now through the midpoint, and I just got the last couple legs of Act 2 to get through. Don't think I'm going to be doing that tonight. I think that'll be something that I have to roll over into tomorrow. And that's not a big deal. I can get all that stuff done tomorrow, which is great. All that to say, things are still moving along, and I'm excited. I've made some alterations to the story. I learned a little bit more about my character's motivations, the main character, and figured out some pieces to the puzzle of the main obstacle or mystery in the story. So that's all going really, really well. Hopefully more vlogging tomorrow, and I will talk to you then. All right, bye. Good afternoon, guys. It is like 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on March 31st. So last day of March. Woo, that means less than 1 day before Camp Nano starts. Woohoo, yay! Today, I'm starting a bit later than I originally had anticipated, but that's okay. Things are still moving along. Let's see, what did I do this morning? I should know this, it just happened. After my mom picked up my daughter, I went ahead and, I had to do some social media maintenance. I made sure that
My scheduled YouTube video post for today was properly scheduled, and it went live at 11, and I went ahead and did some maintenance on my Instagram. I still have some more stuff to do with that later, but it's not necessary for today, so if I don't get to it, it's not a big deal. I worked out for about an hour. I ate lunch, went to go take a shower, but my sister called, so I ended up talking to her for a good bit, like, I want to say like 40 minutes, and then got a shower, got dressed, got ready, came down here, threw some laundry in the washer downstairs, and set up to do this little chat with you guys. And I can't believe it's already 2 o'clock. The day has gone by. Also, please excuse the lighting. You might see it drift in and out of being light and dark. We've got rain showers coming through today, so it's a little, cloudy. But yeah, my goal for the afternoon now is to finish all of my beat cards. I'm not super concerned about getting anything typed up and put into my campfire document today, because I don't think that it's necessary for me to start the draft tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to keep rolling with the beat cards and hopefully get them all filled out. I still have half of Act 2 to finish and all of Act 3 to get through. I don't think it'll be too hard or too long. I don't think it'll take that long. I mean, to be fair, I have the gist of where I want to go with it. I don't have all of the details. I'm kind of working through some things. I've kind of like had to rewrite or replot out sections. But I think it'll move pretty quick. So here's hoping that's the case. I'm gonna be set up here in my living room today. I decided I would change it up from yesterday being in the sunroom because I wanted to sit comfortably on my couch, especially since it's kind of like a gray day. I just want to be able to feel relaxed, watch the rain come down outside while I lay all this out. I'm going to be using my ottoman, which is what you're currently standing on, to lay out my cards. I don't need to lay out all of the cards all at once. I think I can work from it being within my lap and write in my notebook, and that would be hunky-dory. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, it is about 4 o'clock, and I have now officially finished writing all of my beat cards. Yay! Oh, it makes me so happy. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get through it, but I apparently have a very strong image of what the end of the book looks like. So yeah, that's great. I was able to write out the third act really, really quick in the beat cards. I have curated a whole bunch of questions for myself to keep in mind as I am writing the first draft, because there are details, of course, that I haven't quite worked out. So these are questions to help me figure those out as I am writing. But other than that, I think I am ready to start the first draft first thing tomorrow morning, which I am so excited about. The other thing is it's like, I realized when I was doing these beat cards that I did obviously know Act 3 really well, because I burned through that super quick today. Act 2, I did not know so well. It took me a few days, actually several days if you really think about it, because it was over a span of time, several days to work through Act 2, and I still feel
I still don't feel like I completely know everything that's going to happen in the fun and games section, which is the biggest chunk of the book. If you're looking at the beats based on Safe the Cat writes a novel, I forget the percentage like of the book, but it's a huge chunk of the book. And in comparison, like this is Act 2, this is Act 3. I mean, you can see like they're pretty close, but Act 2 is clearly thicker than Act 3. So there is a lot that's going to take place in there, but this is the section where a lot of the world building needs to kind of naturally and organically come about, and I don't have those specifics ready yet, which is okay. Really, that should happen as I'm writing. Those are things that I can integrate as I am writing with the experiences that the character has as they go through the world themselves. It is something that should come about. I don't think I need to have every exact detail mapped, which is cool. Then Act 1 is by far the shortest as far as like my details in the cards. So, and honestly, I think it's going to be, because of reworking this a couple times, this is the best rendition that I've come up with so far, and I think because of how strong of a visual I now have of it, it should move pretty smoothly and pretty quickly early on in the drafting process. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that all works. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope it was motivational, inspiring maybe, and I hope you guys are excited for Camp Nano. Let me know down in the comments if you guys plan on participating in Camp Nano. And if you are you drafting? Are you editing? Are you plotting? What is your goal? Come talk with me, chat with me. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to. And if you happen to like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you liked today's content and are interested in following my writing journey, please be sure to subscribe down below. That way you get notified the moment I upload a new vlog. Alright, thank you guys, and as always, please be safe, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.